Hello everybody and welcome to the first ever SUPERVIVE patch notes video made by yours truly. Today we have some incredible news. We have that they've hit 1 million lifetime players, which is absolutely insane for a game that just released in open beta. They've 3x'd their player base since the Steam Next Fest, which means it's probably somewhere in the peak range of like 50,000 to 60,000 players at one time, which rivals that of some other AAA games. I could go into a whole rant about that. They have a new patch for custom games for Legend players, which doesn't mean a lot for a lot of you, but we'll get to that later in this video. And they have even more to share about what is coming. So we're going to be going actually over each one of these patch notes. I'm really excited to look over this. Hopefully there's some HUD changes. I haven't looked at these two personally myself, but like I said, there's going to be some new changes to ranked. Anyone with more than 500 rank points at Legend rank will be reset to 500 RP, and squad queues is now going to be they're going to be limited to duo premates at most. That is crazy. This doesn't really affect a lot of people now, but for players like me, for like the top 50 people in NA, they're resetting it and they're making it so that only duos can play, which actually should change a lot for newer players as well. You're not going to be able to play versus all of TLD on one team. You're going to have to deal with just two of us. Maybe not running down your games, but to be honest, it's going to be a little bit difficult for a lot of players still. The matchmaking is still just going to be something that's going to get better as time goes on, but this also affects duos. If you are a Master Plus duo player, you can only play in solos. Personally, I don't mind this. I like ranked when I can't just play with my full stack because I feel like I get better practice anyways. I think this is really healthy for the game. I don't know how you guys all feel about this, but maybe this is going to change in due time. Now, on top of that, they're giving us custom game access for scrims, but also this is something, I'm not going to go into all of this. Pretty much what this says is that until January 15th, we're going to have our own scrim queue that we'll have so that we're not going to mess with the matchmaking too hard for new players. A lot of this, at least what it seems, is going to be for just content and scrims. And if you want to be a part of any custom game videos, I'm going to have a link in the description. Make sure to join that Discord. I definitely need help with you guys to make some cool challenge videos. I already have one in the works right now that you guys are going to be seeing pretty soon. Now things, oh my God, get so interesting. These patch note changes, the fact that they are not even a week after the game came out. This is less than a week. They are already making hotfix changes. This is what I like to call a W from the devs. Starting off with the death circle, the initial circle radius has been increased by 10%. This is so much better than what we've had. I do not like the fact that not all the areas were open in the map, but a 10% increase might be the sweet spot to make it just a little bit better. So overall, you're going to have a little bit more breathing room at the start, but that being said, it's going to make the first circle feel like it's closing in faster when it's really the same speed as it was before. Overall, though, this should give you a lot more variety, which is going to be really good. In gameplay, it's going to feel a lot better. Now, in terms of hunters, I haven't looked at any of this, but let's see. We have Ghost changes, we have Hudson changes, Jin changes, Myth changes, and Shiv changes. This is going to get so interesting. Let's see what they do to Ghost first. With Ghost, they say that Ghost is looking weak across the board. We're giving him a little bit more damage and mobility to bring him back into the fold. Ooh, a damage increased by 5%, which is nice. The big thing, though, is that his range is kind of lacking in terms of him against Hudson. So we're going to see if Hudson maybe gets a little bit of a range decrease. I don't think this is too substantial, but for combat slide, we're making the cooldown a lot better. And the level 2 to 3 change was not in the tooltip as intended. We're just buffing the level 1 and 2 and leaving 3 the same. Okay. Overall, I think this makes Ghost a little bit more self-sustaining. He has a little bit more damage. It's definitely going to feel a little bit better. I think he was already kind of okay. He definitely wasn't strong by any means, but he wasn't weak. He was just kind of in the middle of the pack. Maybe this will make him a little bit better. Hudson, this is a hot topic. We're seeing Hudson looking pretty dominant across all MMRs. Gun should go burr, but his mobility and range are feeling a pretty... Yep, okay. Aiming laser now accurately shows range, both empowered and unempowered, so just quality of life there. Unempowered projectile range is decreased by 100. This is big. And the hover duration reduced from 2.5 seconds to 1.75 seconds. This is going to make Hudson still strong, but not quite meta. I think he's going to fall out of the meta pretty darn quick because now his range is lower. It's going to be a lot easier to deal with him, and it's going to be a lot easier to catch the guy now too, which was the big problem. He finally has a weakness again. Everyone that was complaining about Hudson before no longer needs to complain. Hudson is out of the fold. All right, but Jin was another hot topic who looked a little weak, which is what the devs are saying. They're just making his Flash Dagger cast warm-up reduced from 0.3 to 0.1. If you miss this, there might be problems. It looks like this might be really good. Still got to change or look at this a little bit. Maybe he'll be really good. Maybe he won't. I think he's already been really darn strong in the right hands. That's the problem. We haven't really had enough time to give people the time they need to really get good at Jhin. I think this could make him quite good. We have Myth. Recommended changes. Okay, just recommended changes. We're just looking at that. Honestly, this changes nothing. You really shouldn't ever really be listening to recommended changes, in my opinion. We're going to keep moving on. Shiv was impacted disproportionately by a tech change to more precisely control projectile ranges. This change gives her a little bit more threat range so she can function better at mid-range. Making her a little bit better at mid-range. That's exactly what they did. Just a little bit of a buff. I don't know. I think this might make her a little bit of annoying and oppressive, but we'll see. Overall, though, the big change here, Hudson is no more. He's probably going to struggle now. In terms of equipment, we have Vampiric Axe. All evolution of Vampiric Axe are underperforming, so there's a category. Oh, we are just buffing Omnivamp by 1%. All right, sounds good. I don't know if this will make it better for other hunters, but it was already a strong item. I don't necessarily agree with the item change. We'll see. Swiftblade self-heal on empowered attack increased from 50 to 60. Okay, Swiftblade was a little rough. And then we got Rampage ability power at max stacks reduced from 50 to 40. We are nerfing Rampage. They are nerfing the Mana Blade. It'll affect some characters. I will still be running it on Oath outside of scrims, in my opinion. But now we're looking at powers. We got some changes to two-way teleporter and bungee shot. Some of you are sleeping on this power, and we know who because we're tracking drop rates. So we're hoping some slight buffs. Okay. They're making it a little bit better just because people haven't been using it. I think it's mostly just because maybe people don't know how to do it, but there's also just better powers in the game. Cooldown reduced from 100 to 70 seconds. Minimum delay reactivation reduced from 10 to 8. So it's a faster teleport. I really like this change a lot. Maybe this will make people open it up more. These devs are smart. They're cooking. I'm already so happy and ecstatic with the patch notes. It's so much better and faster than what it was in Overwatch. So again, this just makes me so happy to see all this. And then we got bungee shot. Philosophically, we feel the same as above. Cool power we're sleeping on, so we're going to buff it. Cooldown reduced by 4 seconds and short warm-up time. Okay, so it's near instant. This is going to make bungee shot pretty darn good because you're going to be able to catch people off guard when they do not have dash easier. Yeah, so all in all, this patch is pretty good dub. The TLDR is going to be that Hudson is definitely nerfed pretty hard, and we're buffing Omnivamp across the board. So make sure we are still bringing anti-heal. Maybe Zeph doesn't need. I mean, to be honest, I don't think this changes any hunter things, but overall, that looks pretty good. Now, the other thing I want to look at is the developer roadmap. I also haven't seen this. 1 million lifetime players. Good for them. This is huge. We have quite a bit of things to talk about here. So this is what they've had so far. Their SUPERVIVE roadmap for 2024. This is stuff that you guys have kind of already seen for the most part. But, oh, we got a new character coming in December. We have a new character coming from January to March. This is exciting stuff. Oh my God, they actually are they're doing the holiday map. They're doing the holiday map. We got new powers coming in December. This is absolutely huge. December is going to be a huge month for SUPERVIVE. Guys, I've tested things. I don't know how much I can say. We are going to be eating good in December. We're going to be eating good in December, boys. This is huge. I'm super excited for December. The holiday map is going to go crazy. And I mean, January through March, it looks like we got some other stuff going on. Okay, we got some ranked overhaul and rewards, so we can look for that at the start of 2025. I think what this looks like is December is going to be a nice little small content drop that's going to be really nice for players. But then January to March is when things start to get really, really interesting. We got some new cosmetics on the way for April through June. This is some pretty darn exciting stuff, guys. I'm really excited because this game, they are not taking any breath. They released open beta with the intention of giving us good stuff quick. And if I look at this, all of this stuff did come on time, if not a little bit sooner. So their roadmap is very, very, very consistent. I mean, they're cooking. They're cooking right now. But yeah, the holiday map, a reindeer. Oh, guys, I cannot wait. The lore is going to go crazy. But we've already talked enough about December. Let's talk a little bit about this January and March. Looks like we got an experimental game mode, which looks like all kingpins. We got a new hunter, which I think I know who these hunters are, but I'm not allowed to talk about them yet. They are interesting for sure. This is super exciting stuff. And then in April, May, and June. Looks like we are getting more new hunters. Ah, wow. Dude, guys, I'm so excited. New cosmetics that look absolutely insane. And it looks like we have some new stuff going on here that they're redacting. Overall, for the next year of SUPERVIVE. Wait. This is big. Actually, this hints to something really interesting. It looks like we are going to be looking for a full release of the game sometime in this January to February to March. I would assume March if we're looking at the 6-month period. It looks like this is going to be a full release of the game with Season 0 Arc 1 and Season 0 Arc 2. This could be full release until, I mean, this could be, or it could be gearing up for a launch next November. Overall, though, some really interesting stuff going on here in SUPERVIVE. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for new hunters this fast. They're already cooking with these models this fast. Oh my goodness, guys. Am I excited for you all to finally get to see the stuff that we've been playing for so long. Overall, though, guys, I think the main thing you can take out of this video is these devs mean business. These devs are not holding back. They're pulling out all the stops. They are delivering to players what players want. And I'm super excited about all of these things. The ranked overhaul is probably what I'm looking forward to the most. Plus these new hunters, they definitely are ready. They are game ready for sure. I'm so excited now with the Hudson Nerfs too. We are eating good in SUPERVIVE. So tell me what you guys are the most excited for here down below. And if you do want to be in any custom games videos, please do let me know. I do have access to those now starting today with the new update. So I appreciate you guys all for enjoying the game as much as I do, for enjoying the content as much as I do. We're working on a lot of cool videos coming up soon, but I mean, this is big stuff. So I'll see you guys all later. Thank you guys all so much for watching. But until next time, I've got to peace out and Paz out. I'll see you in the next one.